guys. Here we are back on Cape Cod. It is Sunday evening, and tomorrow we begin getting final preparations done for the sailboat, Little Girl, and just chomping at the bit. Tomorrow morning early, I'm going to get the bow chocks on. I've got all the equipment. I finally found the butyl tape, and that'll help me out first thing in the morning. I want to get that done because I leave here at 8 o'clock to be down at Squatigue Sailmakers down in Katama. Was it Katama? I forgot the name of it. Anyway, I know how to get there. Got to get down there and pick up my brand new sail, and looking forward to that. In the meantime, I've been laying things out here and show you what we got started. And this is just some of a whole bunch of stuff that's going on the boat tomorrow. But the back end of my truck is just loaded with all the equipment and things that I've got to go aboard, and I'm looking forward to that. But then ultimately, massive cleanup on the hull. I completely stripped the boat this afternoon, took the cover off from it. The cover has not been off from it literally for more than 3 years, and so it's filthy. I mean, filthy. And so tomorrow it gets a major cleanup. But in the meantime, I'm going to also be loading all the equipment on aboard, and then I'm going to take all the rigging, the running rigging, and that's got to be put on the it's got to be put on the mast, and that's another part of the job that's got to be done tomorrow. So I've got 2 days to get all this done. But I'm really looking forward to getting everything done up. And so when they come at 8 o'clock on Wednesday morning for the big haul, for the launch, everything will be ready. Listen, okay, let me turn this around and show you what we got going here. Just got these out of the closet, and these are going to go aboard tomorrow. And important stuff, because one of the things I've assured my wife, if I'm going to be sailing by myself, I'm going to do it right. And by the way, I did last time. When I did my solo, I did it right, and we're going to do that again. So hang on, I'm going to turn this around. First of all is my foul weather coat. This was not cheap. This is by Field and Stream, so it's not exactly a sailing one, but this is foul weather gear, and it's completely waterproof. It's got a hood on it. It's got everything it needs. It zips up, buttons up. It's Velcro's up. And it's, got stuff on the sleeves, so tighten them up and so forth. Okay, so that's foul weather gear. Here's my PFD. This is all in great shape. I cleaned it up a little while ago, and so I got my PFD ready to go. I may stop by West Marine and see if they've got a tune-up kit for this. I've been told these need to be do a tune-up kit put in them periodically. Also, here's my tether, and I plan to get my line on, what it is, it's basically a safety line. It goes all the way from a cleat in the stern of the boat, over the lacerette, all the way up to the front of the boat. And so every time I have to go forward and work on the sail or work on the jib, either one, I'll be able to clip in and have some assurance that if I get swept overboard, and hopefully not, I'm going to be still connected to the boat and be able to climb aboard. So anyway, that's it for tonight. These go aboard tomorrow morning, and looking forward to getting Little Girl all set up, and we're going to go do some solo work. Wednesday we get launched at 8 o'clock in the morning. Thursday I want my brother to go out with me, and we've already talked about that in a former video. I want to be able to go out with my brother and do some sailing. And check out the new sail and see how she feels. I'm sure it's going to be a lot different than the old one. And then also I wanted my brother to go over and do a refresher course with me on how to use my motor, even though I've used it solo already. I know how to use it, but I'm just, he was the original owner and he knows it inside and out, so I want to go over that with him too. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. We'll catch you in the morning. First thing tomorrow morning, early. I'm going to be getting up on the foredeck and getting the bow, not cleats, Randy. Hang on, wait a minute. The bow chocks. getting the bow chocks mounted. I was looking all over the place for the butyl tape, and I finally found it this evening. And so tomorrow morning, I'm going to be up there with the butyl tape and the brand new bronze screws that I brought to anchor my bow chocks to their original site. We'll see you guys in the morning. Job number 2 for the day. This is day 1 of prep to get ready for the boat being in the water on Wednesday. We're on the way over to Squetig Sailmakers over in Pocasset to pick up my sail. Brand new sail for a little girl. About time. Okay, easy to see here in the shadow. That's my jib halyard, my main halyard for the main sail. And this is the main topping lift. I'm going to start with the main topping lift and then go to the main halyard. All right, well, I've got the main topping lift, the main halyard, and the jib halyard all on and neatly stowed all the way down the mast, cleated off down below. Now it's time to go ahead and get the boots on the spreaders. Here's the real irony. I remember when I worked at York River Yacht Haven, they'd put me in a bosun's seat and I'd be riding about 30 feet in the air to do this by hand while the mast was up. It's easier doing it this way. So anyway, I'm going to get this set up so that we can watch this, but no big deal. Anyway, these boots have got to go on. And the good thing is I've got this brand new roll of white electrical tape, and this is the stuff I needed. I couldn't get this last year, and I'm looking forward to using this. I'm sure it's going to work just fine. So let me get things set up here. One more time. One more wrap. I may have to redo this, but I'm going to see how this goes. Okay, this end of the boot is going nicely. The problem is, this is the way that these shrouds are tied. Holding them to the mast is making it very difficult to get everything to line up. But we're going to do it. Get in there. You got to get that to go tight. Didn't work very well. These boots are now, what, 3 years old, and they're starting to lose some of their pliability. Okay, that's good. That's on. And this will go a lot easier once well, I'm going to show you in a minute. Here, I'm done over here to starboard anyway. Starboard? No, actually, this would be port. Hang on a minute. All right, here's the problem. You see how this was pulling in like this? It's making it difficult to pull this out to where it matches up with it. There's your trouble right there. See, you're pulling that shroud in at the mast, and it normally wouldn't be that way. It would have a lot of play, and it would come out just perfect down here. But anyway, I want to get these on before the mast goes up. I'm not going to be climbing the mast. I don't have a big old hoist and a bosun's seat to be swinging around in like I used to up at York River Yacht Haven. By the way, that's York, Maine. York, Maine, right. York River, and down in Virginia. Okay, we know it works. Okay, acetone and steel wool. And let's see, where was it? There's a whole area right here, and it's all cleaned up. All that white paint is gone. So acetone, steel wool, and immediately after you do the acetone and steel wool, hit it with Windex so that it takes the acetone off and it quits eating into your surface paint. Okay, good. Just for the record, guys, if you do that, get this same kind of thing happen on your boat, a little bit of acetone with some fine steel wool, and then some Windex to clean it up. Well, it's not perfect, but as I got to working on this, I realized some of this is not the paint that came off that from above. These are chips. It's chipped, you know, which is this is too, huh? I'm going to work on it some more, but basically that's ready to go. And what we're going to do right here, if you notice something, it says 25. We're ready to do the 27. So here we go. Gonna get this put on. All set. There we go, we're all set. There you go. Well, good evening, guys. Day one of prep. I just now, it's been sitting outside all afternoon. I just now brought my brand new sail up. It's in a bag, don't worry. It was not laying on the ground or anything like that. It's anyway, so I've got my brand new sail sitting here in the cabin. I'm going to tuck it up into the V-berth and just let it sit. I've got to get my jib sail out here tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, I think tomorrow there's going to be two things going on. Number one, load the cabin. All this stuff that's in my truck is going to go in here. I've got my PFD and in my foul weather jacket and tether and all that kind of good stuff. All that stuff is going to come aboard tomorrow. But then I've got massive cleaning to do. This afternoon I swept the entire boat. By the way, the side decks next to the cabin were just beyond filth, and I got those all completely swept up and got all the crap back on the ground where it belongs. And so tomorrow, after all the boat is loaded, I'm going to get up here with a scrub bucket and lots and lots of soft scrub, and I've got a brush out here that I'm going to a big hand scrub brush, and this boat is going to get clean top to bottom, including the hull. I started on that today when I was getting all the paint residue off from when I made that white deck paint attempt last fall. And anyway, I'm not going to go into that whole thing again. Suffice it to say, I was able to get 90% of that stuff off, and things are looking a lot better out there. And I get my brand new sticker on, which brings me up to date with my registration for a little girl. And yeah, it's going well. It's going well. I got way more done in the first day of prep than I thought I was going to get done. That doesn't mean I can let up. I'm back out here tonight just to record this, to get me on track for being right back after it first thing tomorrow morning. So anyway, all right, guys, the good news is, beyond this, I've been talking to my brother. By the way, got the motor back, and I got the motor on the boat now. Gary and I got that up here this afternoon and got everything, in where it belongs. Everything's all nice and buttoned in tight. And yeah, good to go on that. So anyway, I got to go pick up some gas tomorrow. Okay, enough on that topic. Basically, I'm ahead of where I thought I would be. But tomorrow, like I said, all this stuff is going to come in here. All my foodstuffs. I got a whole food pantry of stuff that I'm going to be using through this next week, and I need to get that on here. I got 3 new canisters of butane fuel for my boat, for my thing. Let me just check something. I want to see how many, just for kicks, guys. Okay, 1, 2. I got 2 down here. 3. Okay, 3. And I just bought 3 more, so that should do it. Okay, that should do it. So that's 6 canisters of butane. That ought to go me for the entire week. Okay, hopefully. I'm not going to do that much cooking, but anyway, yeah, I'm really pleased with that. But I was really excited when I got to Walmart up there in the valley, and they had the very same stuff on. Well, actually, I have a Coleman stove, and they had Coleman butane fuel, which it doesn't matter. The butane is butane. But they had Coleman fuel for $3 a can, $2.97 a can. Can't beat it. So I got 3 of them. So now, like I said, I'm not going to run out this time. And I think my first night out on the boat, I'm going to have ravioli. You'll remember when I did my solo, I got sailed all the way from Cotuit down to Wacoit, up into Wacoit Bay, got anchored out. I'm all excited. I'm going to spend my first night on the boat after a solo. And I got out my ravioli, and I got ready to cook it up, and I was out of butane. I had 1 canister in the stove, and it was out. So I ended up on my first solo night having to eat cold ravioli with bread and butter. That doesn't go. So guys, this time, trust me, my first night out, I'm going to have ravioli, but I'm going to have it warmed up, and it'll be lovely. So, all right, guys, that's it for tonight. Good to talk to you. We'll be back tomorrow morning and get things going around here. I'm encouraged now. I think I'm probably going to make it. It's been, yeah. Today I was really dubious as to whether or not I would get everything done that needed to get done, and I got a lot more accomplished than I thought I would. So we're good. Okay, we'll see you in the morning, guys. God bless. Have a good evening, and yeah, welcome aboard, little girl. We'll catch you later. Good evening, guys. Just a little bit of finish up on this video. In the next video, we're going to be going to launch and going down through the Narrows, down to Town Dock, all that kind of good stuff, getting everything set up. But for right now, I just want to kind of bring you up to date. Everything happened the second day. I'm not even including the second day of all the prep work. It's just too long for this video. Just make it short and sweet. So anyway, but the second day, I did do all the top sides were completely scrubbed down with soft scrub. Look, 100% better. The hull, the sides of the boat were completely scrubbed down and wiped. And let's suffice it to say, everything looks a lot better now. And by the way, after I got it down on the water and had 2 or 3 days of sun, it really looked good. So in the meantime, just let you know, that's kind of the wrap up on this one. I'm going to let this one go, run this video, and I'm going to be coming out with the next one where we will be, I'm going to pick it up right after our launch, and we get started down toward Town Dock from Prince Cove. So anyway, yeah, we're on the water in the next one. Sorry to keep you waiting, but there's a lot to get covered, and we did. I got, like I said, picked up my new sail. All the kind of good stuff got done. The mast got completely prepped finally, and we're good to go. So, all right, we'll pick you up in the next one. And like I said, we're gonna be heading down toward Town Dock, and we will be in the water with this next video. Look forward to it. We'll see you then.